Hey guys, back again with a new tutorial drawing an anime manga style face from the side, giving it a nice profile view, helping those who are beginners within this realm. One of the things that makes this new back to the basics tutorial playlist that I'm doing for you guys and also redoing old videos is that you're getting it from the perspective of someone who makes comics. So we'll start with a circle, and I only do this just so that you guys can follow a whole lot easier. But we're starting with a circle. Then, stretch it out towards the sides just a little more. You can give more guidelines like this plus that will be useful in a second. That splits it into 4 parts equally. Then we can have a line right here at the edge, going straight down. Create a little box over here. And then the length right here, we can either double it or 3/4. It depends on the facial structure of the character you're drawing or the age, a couple factors, but we'll break that down in time. Creating another box right here. We're creating that curve, so we're curving it, and then you want to just kind of come out. How you want to structure the bridge of the nose, again, depends on your character. You can have that kind of freedom when putting this together. But right as it's edging towards the line over here, I bring it back in. And then the length from here to here, I'm going to cut it in half, like so. And then I'll have another one right here, cutting that in half, splitting that up. Again, this works for basic human nose. If your character's nose was like Pinocchio over here, it depends. The rules are broken a little bit, but we're just going based off of a normal human anatomy with a slight stylistic anime manga touch. As we're coming back down, we do a little curve and stop right here in the middle. Then we come back down to this original line. And that's really the upper lip. How high, how low you want that to be, again, depends on your character. Then you come out again and you stop in the middle here for the lower lip. I'll do that again, but I actually want mine to be a little higher. Going back to this line, you can just a little bit break into it and then come back out to still not go past this line. Somewhere in the middle. Again, if you see that there, and if where you break into it, you do a line there. So you do them somewhere in the middle, then you bring it back. In some cases, this character kind of has a little bit of a jaw popping out, but you will notice that people have very different facial structures, so it's not going to be the same every time. So you can either bring it out like that, you can have like the Superman style jaw, or it could be, a little straight, almost in line with this initial line. You curve right here. Going back to this middle line, it's coming out of it a little bit, and then it just takes a turn, has a curl over there, and you can just connect it. This line over here can symbolize or indicate a vague idea of where his eyebrow is going to be. And I know the ear is going to be in this area. And the tip of the ear, you can have it be over there. We just have this circle to just know that's where the ear is going to be placed. And then we can do a little curl. And you can use either the initial circle or the second one to do that curl. A slight curl down to just show the neck. And again, everybody has different shapes of your head, so you have a lot of freedom in this space. Especially if the character is more muscular, the neck will be thicker. If it's a little skinnier, it's up to you. But you kind of use this curl to then form that neck. Again, we're going with something basic, so not too muscular, pretty normal. Half of this box, that's where you want the neck to kind of come down. Usually the connection starts there And there you go. The mouth, you put a little line there to indicate that's where it's going to be. There are many ways to draw ears. There are people out there with different inner workings of the ear, but this is how I draw ears. It's going, and then it just pops up a little. It comes back down, and then it pops to the right a little more. And then it goes like that and pops down. That's how you do it. And you have one line that goes, start here, goes, have it be thicker. That. Have another line like this. Then goes like this. Have another one like that. And then this. Then another one here. And those are your ears. Yeah, I just made the lines very simple for you to follow step by step. And if you do it enough times, you'll never forget it. Is this lines and it curls. Kind of connected in a weird way. And I get there. And then there you go. Then where this curl happens is where we're going to have our eye. I'm going to do another line. Go there. The eyeball will be somewhere where the first circle and this line connect. Do your eyeball. You have the opening be basically this, where you get to see the character's eye from the side. A lot of people like to draw the full eye on the side. That kind of doesn't make any sense, because that's how you'd be seeing the eye from the front. So it wouldn't make sense to draw the side view like that. It's really more of a triangle, like so, and then you see the eye over here, right? So that's kind of what's going on over here. And then we have the eyeball. And then when you're drawing the iris and the pupil, that's this over here, you wouldn't have the pupil be in the middle, wrong. You would have it be closer to the back if the character is looking this way. And then you can have like a highlight, some light source and whatever. And that's how it's kind of gonna look. This is only if we get to see the whole eye, right? It is more organic if a little bit of it is cut off. Again, the character here is not doing anything too crazy when it comes to expression, but still, when the eye is relaxed, we still don't get to see the full iris and pupil. So originally we have this, you get to see the eyeball over here. You want to kind of cut it somewhere in the middle, in between this line and the, almost like a hypotenuse, if you guys know anything about math. So once we cut that line, we know what part of the eye we're going to see. We can erase that top. Got the pupil, got the iris. You can have like some shine in the eye for a light source. And that's really how we see it. Now I'm going to erase it just to have something looking a little more organic. These lines are just guidelines to help you. Eventually, you're not going to need them, especially the more you practice. Similar to our previous video drawing eyes, the line up above is going to be thicker to indicate eyelashes. And then I have like two lines in my style at the bottom. One to show where the eye begins, like the eye opens. And then another one for like the lower lashes. And then, it was a circle. So you finish it up over there. You can have like an eyelid. Again, if the circle was like that, the eyelid will be something like so. And then we can have like a light source and you do your gradient. Depends on how you want to draw eyes. I recommend you guys check out my how to draw eye video. And that's how you do it. Sometimes you can have the iris and the pupil be smaller. It depends on the style. And then you can put in your eyebrows. You can see the nice distance between the eye and like where the ear begins. Some people draw and the eyes are so close to the ears and it doesn't really make too much sense. So at the end of the day, it depends on your style, I guess. So I do a thicker line for the top side of the eyelashes. And then I just have a little dash here just to show more eyelashes. You can also put another line down there. I figured out the shape of the eyebrows and now I can just, put lines to really sell it. Some styles would put like a dash over here to indicate the nostrils. And then like so, you've kind of figured it out. Draw the side view of a character. And now I'm just kind of going to move things around, play with things a bit, make the character feel and seem a whole lot more organic. Again, this is a facial structure that you might see, but I'm going to tweak things just a bit, make the character seem a lot more fun. It always depends on your style, the facial structure of the character's age. There are a lot of factors, and I also recommend you guys look at real life to kind of help understand what's going on here. Even the style of the eyelid is very different to the style of some characters, maybe even some Asian characters, and how like most eyelids are structured from that standpoint. So you can study not just facial structures and ages and whether it's a female or male or whatever. You can also study people from different ethnicities because it's different. All these lines, I can kind of still see them, so I know where things go. The line for the eyelid, rather than going simply above, I'm going to have it be closer to the upper eyelashes. I'm going to rein the nose in a little bit more. Bring this back up just a little bit. Like bring his upper lip back upwards just a little bit more. His lower lip. And bring his jaw, make his face less long. Have like the dash for the nostril, the mouth, just a line to indicate that. You can actually have like a little line here to show where the upper lip begins, and a little one to show where the lower lip begins. It's up to you. Do a little shading. Then continue, make a little curl over there. Changing the eyebrows a little bit, bringing them down a little more. You can have that, the connection of the jaw to the ear, the connection happens there, so you can do that. I'm trying to see if I can make the jaw mask like it's too strong, too masculine, so sometimes if you make it thinner and if you make this edge less like that, it'll look less masculine, like the jawline. So you don't make it subtle. You connect that, a little Adam's apple, this lines right there, blah 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 blah. It's more of like muscles and all that kind of stuff. And I want the head to not be as big, so let's pull it back just a little bit. For the forehead, now I want to know where the hair is going to come out from. From here, you have a line that goes like that, one that comes back down somewhere within the length of the eye, and then it just kind of curls to that. It varies. I've seen some that are more like this, right? People are different, so study various different people, and then that's where you know that's where the hair is going to grow from. Give him a fancy, maybe a fancier earring. No idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna see if I can do a mini observational tutorial for the hair so you guys can just follow along. I'll make a separate hair, how to draw hair tutorial. The direction of the hair and how it falls can start from here, and then it kind of goes this way. In some cases, it goes like that. You just have to figure that out. And I'm gonna have like just lines here to show parts of the hair that's shaved. Maybe we continue the sideburns of the character. This line here is from the guidelines. Someone's giving him a little bit of a cheekbone, because the cheekbone kind of pops out a little bit somewhere here. There'll be shading for underneath the jaw, usually shaded, and just doing a little hatching. Sometimes you can do a complete shading, or you can just go with little dashes. And we know the hair kind of ends somewhere here, and so we do the dashes, and maybe we do a little bit of a gradient so the dashes are less as we go down. And the reason the eyelid is a little different here, because maybe there's a little more fat underneath the eyebrow, so it's really falling on the eye a lot more. And that's your character from the side. If you guys are enjoying these, please hit the like button. United States to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell so you stay notified each time I upload absolutely anything. Follow me on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Everything you could possibly need will be linked in the description. Any of you interested in reading my comics, Apple Black or BACASSI, I'll leave links to where you can check that out. And all the other ways you can read that. Free chapters, downloading our Saturday AM mobile app where Apple Black is published, Saturday PM where BACASSI is published. PM is basically just the more mature version of AM. And the app is free. You also get 2 free months of SKILLSHARE. Free. You're welcome. It's WHYTMANGA, and I'm out.